Stop scrolling, breathe. This moment carries weight. You did not land here by chance. Timing is precise. Energy moves with intelligence. And today, something deeper guided you here. A shift is ready. A door is ready. Money is ready to move, but only through the right inner state. I am Daryl Anka, and in this teaching, you will learn why most prayers for wealth fail, and the one powerful prayer that aligns your mind, your energy, and the unseen forces that govern abundance. Not superstition, not fantasy, alignment, inner structure, mental discipline. Many speak words of desire while their body radiates fear. Many ask for wealth while internally affirming scarcity. The universe does not respond to begging. It responds to identity. It responds to clarity. It responds to certainty. Tonight, you will understand the hidden principle behind financial flow. You will learn how intention shapes reality. You will discover why urgency matters, why today activates the subconscious, and how a single correctly spoken prayer can dissolve resistance built over years. Stay until the end. A specific phrase will be shared, structured with precision, designed to recondition your inner world, spoken correctly, felt deeply, repeated with discipline. It becomes a turning point. This teaching is not loud, it is powerful, and power moves in silence. Welcome to Limitless Shaolin Way. Subscribe and walk this path of discipline, awareness, and unstoppable inner wealth with us. Listen carefully. This truth changes everything. Running after money pushes it further away. Tension creates resistance. Desperation sends a signal of lack, and lack multiplies itself. Many people exhaust their bodies chasing income, yet internally they repeat one silent belief. There is not enough. That belief becomes their reality. Money is not something to hunt, it is something to align with. Just as water flows to the lowest point, wealth flows to the strongest identity. When the mind is stable, clear, and certain, opportunities appear naturally. When the mind is anxious, scattered, and afraid, even open doors remain invisible. Scarcity is not a bank balance. Scarcity is a state of being. It shows up in small thoughts, comparing, doubting, fearing loss before gain arrives. The universe mirrors that inner posture. It does not judge. It reflects. It amplifies. Energy follows identity. Identity shapes behavior. Behavior creates results. A person who sees himself as behind will always act from behind. A person who sees herself as chosen for growth moves differently, speaks differently, decides differently. That difference becomes magnetic. Money responds to that magnetism. Desperation says, I need. Alignment says, I am ready. Desperation tightens the body. Alignment relaxes it. In relaxation, creativity awakens. In creativity, value is created. And where value flows, money follows. This is why discipline of thought is power, not forced positivity, not pretending. True inner restructuring, seeing yourself as capable, worthy, and positioned for expansion. The universe responds to who you believe you are. Change that and the flow changes. Observe how most people pray. Their lips move with hope, yet their hearts tremble with fear. Words rise upward, but doubt anchors them down. This inner contradiction weakens the message before it even leaves the mind. Fear-based prayer sounds polite on the surface. Please help me. I am struggling. I don't know how I will survive. Beneath those sentences lives a deeper confession. I am powerless. And the universe responds not to the request, but to that identity of powerlessness. Asking from lack reinforces lack. Each time someone focuses on bills, debt, and pressure while praying for abundance, the emotional signal becomes mixed. The conscious mind speaks wealth. The subconscious mind screams scarcity. The stronger signal wins, and emotion is always stronger than vocabulary. Repetition alone changes nothing. Words without conviction are empty vibrations. Many people repeat affirmations like machines, counting numbers, waiting for magic. Yet inside they whisper, this probably won't work. That whisper shapes their outcome more than 1,000 spoken declarations. The universe answers feeling. Feeling is frequency. Frequency is instruction. When anxiety fills the body, the instruction sent outward is instability. When calm certainty fills the body, the instruction becomes clarity and readiness. This is why inner discipline matters. Before asking for increase, the emotional state must shift. Before requesting overflow, the nervous system must relax. A centered mind speaks one language. A fearful mind speaks another. The universe does not translate between the two. When emotion and word become one, power awakens. When belief and statement align, resistance dissolves. That alignment becomes the doorway through which abundance begins to move. There is a principle many overlook, the principle of assumption taught deeply by Neville Goddard. It reveals a simple yet demanding truth. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and life reorganizes around that assumption. Not forced belief, not pretending, a quiet inner knowing. When a person assumes wealth as natural, the body relaxes into it. Decisions change, reactions change, standards rise, reality begins to mirror that internal shift. Another layer was explained by Joseph Murphy. The subconscious mind does not argue. It accepts repeated emotional impressions as fact. Once accepted, it works tirelessly to express them. It influences perception, behavior, timing, even the opportunities you notice or ignore. The subconscious is obedient. It builds according to the blueprint it is given. Acceptance is the key. Not wishing, not hoping. Not acceptance. When you accept struggle as normal, the mind finds ways to sustain it. When you accept overflow as your new standard, the mind begins searching for pathways to confirm it. You start recognizing chances others overlook. You speak with subtle confidence. You negotiate differently. You carry yourself differently. People respond to that difference. The outer world is shaped by inner agreement. Agreement with lack produces limitation. Agreement with expansion produces growth. This is why disciplined repetition of a powerful assumption matters. When the feeling of wealth becomes familiar, the subconscious stops resisting it. Familiarity breeds comfort. Comfort breeds embodiment, and embodiment quietly reshapes circumstances without force or noise. Reality bends toward what the mind fully accepts as true. Timing is not only external, it is psychological. The subconscious responds to immediacy. It acts on what feels present and real. When wealth is placed in the distant future, the mind relaxes into delay. Someday becomes a comfortable hiding place. Effort slows, standards soften, urgency fades. Someday sounds patient, but it quietly programs postponement. The nervous system does not mobilize for a distant possibility. It mobilizes for what feels active now. This is why many remain stuck in preparation, always planning, always waiting for the right moment. The right moment never arrives because internally it was scheduled for later. Claiming now shifts internal timing. When you say wealth aligns with me today, the body responds differently, posture changes, attention sharpens, awareness expands, the mind begins scanning the environment for evidence to support the new claim. Ideas surface, courage increases, action feels natural rather than forced. Immediates momentum. It removes the illusion of separation between you and what you seek. Instead of chasing a distant goal, you begin embodying a present reality. That embodiment alters micro-decisions throughout the day. The call you make, the proposal you send, the boundary you enforce, the opportunity you accept, the subconscious works in the present tense. It builds from current identity, not future fantasy. When wealth is declared as now, the internal clock resets. Resistance weakens because the mind stops negotiating with time. It stops waiting for permission. Energy organizes around decisive belief, and decisive belief always speaks in the language of now. And the habit of asking as though you stand outside the door, asking places you beneath the outcome, asking repeats the story that someone or something else controls the flow. That posture weakens presence. It subtly confirms separation between you and abundance. Shift the posture. Stand differently within your own mind. Declare alignment instead of requesting permission. Declaration is not arrogance. It is clarity. It is the recognition that life responds to inner authority. When you declare that overflow belongs in your experience, the nervous system absorbs a new command. Doubt loses ground. Hesitation softens. Chosen does not mean special above others. It means willing. It means internally prepared. Overflow enters where it is welcomed without guilt. Many block wealth because they associate it with fear, judgment, or unworthiness. As long as wealth feels dangerous or undeserved, the subconscious protects you from it. Protection then appears as limitation. Self-concept governs everything. A person who sees themselves as barely surviving will unconsciously sabotage expansion. A person who sees themselves as a steward of abundance begins thinking long-term. They invest in growth. They speak with assurance. They attract partnerships built on respect rather than need. Wealth follows the image you carry about yourself. That image influences tone of voice, eye contact, negotiation, creativity, and resilience. It shapes how you respond to setbacks. It determines whether challenges feel like proof of failure or proof of growth. When the self-concept expands, behavior adjusts naturally. When behavior adjusts, results shift quietly. Identity is the root. Circumstances are the branches. Strengthen the root, and the branches cannot help but grow in a new direction. Gratitude is the hidden engine of manifestation. Feel it before evidence appears. Do not wait for the check, the contract, or the opportunity. Feel it now. Let the heart recognize abundance that is already on its way. Gratitude signals completion. It tells the subconscious that receiving is natural, inevitable, and deserved. In that state, resistance dissolves quietly like ice melting in sunlight. Relief before results carries similar power. Anxiety signals lack. Tension tightens the system and slows flow. Relief signals trust. Relief is a declaration that the universe is competent and that timing is perfect. It is the secret posture of those who consistently attract wealth without struggle. When you feel relief first, you act with clarity rather than fear. Decisions become confident. Ideas become visible. Paths that were hidden in worry suddenly appear open and illuminated. Calm certainty replaces anxiety. Certainty does not scream, it does not demand, it rests quietly in knowing. Anxiety fractures energy. Certainty consolidates it. A calm mind allows opportunities to enter without resistance. It allows insight to emerge without pressure. It allows action to feel effortless rather than forced. Those who cultivate calm certainty find themselves in the right place at the right time repeatedly. They do not chase luck. Luck flows to them because energy always moves toward alignment. These states, gratitude, relief, calm certainty, are not optional. They are the very language through which the universe understands your intent. Words alone cannot summon abundance. Repetition alone cannot shift reality. Only felt conviction, anchored in emotional clarity, awakens the flow. Mastering these inner conditions creates a magnetic presence. You become the signal that attracts the unseen forces of wealth. The outer world simply mirrors the state already established within. When these feelings are present, doors open naturally. Opportunities rise and the current of abundance begins moving quietly, inevitably toward you. Words carry energy. The moment you speak in the present tense, you declare reality as if it already exists. I am abundant. I receive easily. Opportunities flow to me now. Each phrase bypasses doubt and speaks directly to the subconscious. The mind does not question the present. It accepts it. This is why tense matters more than clever wording. Emotion transforms words into force. A statement said without feeling is empty. A statement felt deeply becomes vibration. Speak as though wealth is already present. Feel the relief, the gratitude, the certainty. Let your body register the success. Let your heart accept it as normal. Emotion charges the prayer and creates momentum. Words alone cannot move energy, but felt words act like a key turning in a lock, opening channels unseen. Focus on overflow, not lack. Overflow is not greed. It is the natural result of alignment. When you imagine more than enough, your subconscious designs ways to bring that abundance into form. When you focus on scarcity, your mind manufactures obstacles. Alignment is the bridge between desire and manifestation. Align thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with the life you wish to experience. Let every mental signal communicate readiness rather than pleading. Remember worthiness. Do not negotiate with fear or guilt. The universe does not grant permission, it responds to acceptance. Feeling worthy is the foundation of receiving. Worthiness amplifies the signal, making the mind, body, and environment receptive. Divine timing governs the flow. Results may not appear exactly as imagined, but the energy has been released. Trust the timing that surpasses human understanding. It is not delayed, it is orchestrated. When prayer is present tense, emotionally charged, focused on overflow, anchored in worthiness, and surrendered to divine timing, the inner landscape shifts. External circumstances inevitably begin to reflect that change. You are no longer waiting. You are already in alignment. Repetition is not empty ritual. It is training for the mind and body. Daily practice embeds the vibration deep within your subconscious. Each time you repeat the prayer, the energy becomes more familiar, more natural, more unshakable. Familiarity turns belief into identity. Identity becomes action. Action produces results. Consistency is the silent force that shapes reality. Speak with emotion. Let your voice carry conviction. Let your chest expand with certainty. Words alone are weak without feeling. When you speak as though abundance is already present, your body believes it, your mind believes it, your energy aligns with it. Emotion is the fuel that activates the blueprint you have laid within. Without it, repetition becomes hollow and the flow slows. Feel it real. Visualization alone is surface level. Feeling is depth. Imagine the relief of bills being paid, the joy of receiving unexpected opportunities, the calm certainty of never lacking. Let your nervous system register the sensation of abundance. Let your heart believe it. The mind may take time, but the body and energy move immediately. Feeling bridges the gap between thought and manifestation. Release attachment. Do not cling to the outcome. Desperation disrupts flow. Trust the process you have set in motion. Let go of schedules, expectations, and how abundance should arrive. The universe responds to freedom, not pressure. Detachment allows the channels to open naturally without obstruction. It signals readiness and alignment rather than need. Through daily repetition, charged emotion, felt reality, and gentle release, you build a system that draws opportunities, resources, and guidance towards you. You are no longer chasing, you are allowing. You are embodying the state from which wealth cannot help but appear. This is the subtle mastery of influence, the quiet power of alignment, and the art of letting abundance move through you effortlessly. Signs begin quietly, almost imperceptibly. Sudden ideas spark in your mind, as if thoughts arrive from outside yourself. Solutions to problems that seemed impossible now appear effortless. Paths you never considered emerge clearly. The mind, tuned to alignment, begins to notice what the scattered, anxious mind overlooks. Unexpected conversations surface. Doors open through chance encounters. People reach out with offers, insights, or guidance that feel perfectly timed. These moments are not random. They are the universe responding to your state, sending you the signals that confirm your readiness. Listening closely, acting calmly, and recognizing these signs is part of the flow. An inner peace about money develops. Anxiety fades. Fear loses its grip. You begin to feel secure, not because circumstances have shifted completely, but because your identity has shifted. The body and mind accept abundance as natural, inevitable, and deserved. With this calm decision-making sharpens, you move with confidence rather than desperation. You respond rather than react. Opportunities feel less like luck and more like inevitability. Opportunities appear naturally. They arrive aligned with your energy. Timing feels perfect, effortless. You no longer push doors swing open. Offers, ideas, and possibilities find you rather than the other way around. This is the magic of alignment in action. Your inner world dictating the pattern of the outer. The flow becomes self-sustaining. Small signs accumulate into momentum. Each idea, each conversation, each sense of peace reinforces the belief that wealth is already present. The universe operates as a mirror reflecting the energy you carry within. As calm certainty strengthens, opportunity moves faster. Resources gather quietly, and life begins to reorganize itself around the state you have assumed. This is how subtle shifts in thought, emotion, and identity create tangible, unstoppable results. The path to abundance is no longer effort. It is alignment made visible, unfolding naturally, inevitably, and powerfully. Now pause and bring your attention inward. Take a deep breath. Let the body settle. Let the mind still focus on the truth that wealth is already moving toward you. Repeat this line silently or aloud, feeling each word as real. I am open. I am worthy. I receive massive abundance today. Let the rhythm of the words resonate through your chest, your mind, your energy. Do not rush. Do not question. Feel it as fact, not hope. Let it anchor in the subconscious as a declaration of identity, not a wish for the future. Anchor this belief deeply. Let it sink into every part of your being. Picture it as a seed planted in fertile soil, ready to grow. Each repetition strengthens the roots, reinforces the feeling, and solidifies the command. Your nervous system begins to accept it. Your energy begins to embody it. The universe responds not to words alone, but to the conviction behind them. End with certainty. Allow no trace of doubt to linger. Let your body, mind, and heart align in full acceptance. You are not asking. You are not waiting. You are claiming. You are becoming. The flow of abundance is natural because it follows alignment, not force. Feel the peace that comes from knowing it is done even before the results appear. Let this feeling guide your actions, your decisions, your perception. Each small step, each choice now carries the weight of certainty. You move with calm authority, knowing the universe mirrors the state you have assumed. Opportunities, resources, and insights continue to arrive effortlessly. Carry this line, this energy into your day. Return to it whenever uncertainty creeps in. Each repetition is reinforcement. Each feeling of certainty expands your magnetic presence. You are no longer separate from abundance. You are aligned, you are ready, you are receiving, and the flow is unstoppable. Remember, this moment was not random. You were guided here for a reason. Every thought, every feeling, every breath you take from this point forward shapes the flow of abundance already moving toward you. Money is not coming someday. It is already moving, quietly aligning with your readiness. Trust the process. Trust yourself. You are no longer waiting for luck or permission. You are standing in alignment calmly, confidently with authority that cannot be shaken. Let that certainty guide your actions and your energy. If this message resonates, give this video a like and subscribe to Limitless Sholin Way. Join a part of discipline, awareness, and unstoppable inner strength. Step into a life where abundance flows naturally and every day carries the potential for growth, opportunity, and fulfillment. Carry this truth with you. The universe responds to who you are, not what you ask for. Align, believe, feel, and release, and watch life unfold in ways beyond expectation. You are ready, you are worthy, you are limitless.